The food is not limited to dal makhani, butter chicken, and biryani. I started my career in 1985. There is always two pairs of eyes watching you. Big ships, big companies like Carnival, P&O, or Royal Caribbean, or Celebrity Cruise Line, they know what is hard work.
4,000 plus candidates.
We need at least 15 million people only on the cruise industry from all over. The first Indian in Royal Caribbean to be recruited as straightaway accreditation.
But I had to be a chef.
Good morning, everyone. As we all know that we are gathered here to welcome a very special guest, Chef Kumar Bhasin. Welcome, Chef. Thank you so much, Chef, for coming all the way to the foothills of Himalayas. And I, Rajat, on behalf of all the faculty members and IIHCA family, welcome you. Welcome, Chef. Guys, Chef Kumar Bhasin has been instrumental in culinary field. He has more than 39 years of experience under his belt. He has seen various five-star luxury hotels as well as multiple cruise lines in his life. He has worked as executive chef in the Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, and currently Chef has honored us by visiting and coming to the college. Chef, thank you, Chef. Now, for the moment that we all have been waiting for, Chef Kumar Bhasin will share his words of wisdom, and few of the students who have prepared the questions will ask their questions to the chef, Chef Bhasin.
First of all, I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart to our MD, Mr. Naveen, Chef Devchand, and all the management sitting over here for giving me a chance to come here in the beautiful, beautiful area. And this city actually has been very close to me also. I did visit this city in 2017. I am very grateful to be here and entering to this institute, which I will not only call it institute, this will be, for me, it will be the base of your future, the career, which will turn your career. Till now, whatever you study in your educational field, this institute is actually icing on top of that. It will guide you, it will train you, it will make you perfect where you are going to start your career with. And the way the institute has been set up, yesterday I came here, I saw the whole setup, was really, really awesome. I would again like to thank Mr. Naveen for being so much into it. I feel that this is baby of his heart. He is everywhere, he is listening, he has too much patience in listening. And the way Chef Devchand and all other management has brought up this to this level, the kitchen setup, whether you say the kitchen setup, the bakery, the pastry, or the bar setup on top, was really awesome. So you have a very nice foundation in front of you. The only thing what you require now, which is left, and it is in your hands only, is hard work, love, and passion. If you have these three ingredients, you really do not need salt and sugar. And this profession, which is called culinary profession, demands 110% of yourself. This profession or career does not finish with 9 to 6 job. This demands more than that. I started myself as a trainee cook, third cook, and it really asked me too much. And I was there all the while till date to prove myself. The challenge is always there. The world is changing. The food is not limited to dal makhani, butter chicken and biryani. It has gone much above that. The pastries are no more limited to black forest cake and mousse or a normal pineapple pastry. The pastries have gone much beyond that. The world is changing so fast. Now we have a gastronomic cuisine, yeah, molecular cuisine coming up. Cuisines are changing from continental cuisine to different cuisines. We all eat ice creams, yes? Do we eat ice creams? We know what is ice cream, yes? Now there is a new shape of ice cream coming. Can you eat ice cream like popcorns? Yes, no? Well, yes. The ice creams have come up in a different shape now. They are coming in the shape of popcorns. Now you can eat them like popcorns with a spoon. But I will say, no matter what you know, no matter how much you know, when you are studying here in this institute, I would love to say that follow your instructors, have trust and belief in the institute, because they are going to teach you all the basics, considering what is going on in the modern era in the market. I am sure 100% they have revised the syllabus. And as to the market demand, they are teaching you. They have modified their chapters. And what I am very happy is that there is a lot of people here, chefs, who already have the background experience of cruise industry. So they know what is going around the world. Working in a hotel in one country and working in a cruise ship is a little bit different. When you enter the cruise ship market, basically you are dealing with multinationality guests and multinationality crew. So you work according to their demand, according to what they require to enjoy their cruise. We need to make sure that each single guest is satisfied what he is looking for. So when I work in the cruise ship and I'm standing in the line and the service is going on and we need to finish like 1,500 or 2,000 plates within 30 minutes, and all the people are making the plates and we stand in the corner, and normally my eyes are searching the person who's taking 10 seconds more to finish his plate. That he wants his plate to go as perfect as possible. He wants to give that extra touch and love in the plate. The food is already cooked. But it's again, people eat with their eyes, correct?
Yes, chef.
Whatever is brought in front of you, that matters a lot. Yeah? First, it has to be good in the eyes, and then you will enjoy. So that is normally my future chefs, which I then again start training them and polishing them. Because I can see from the corner which is that chef which is putting that extra 5 seconds in the plate to make sure his plate, when it goes to the guest, looks the best. So that's what is the love you can see from far. And those are our, normally, at least for me, those are the future chefs who can make the difference. Being a chef is more about creativeness. more about thoughtfulness. I started my career in 1985. I did only 1 year course like you guys with 6 months internship. And then I started my career with Taj Group of Hotels, New Delhi, Taj Palace. And the first thing I started from Garde Manger. Garde Manger, in the Garde Manger, I started from butchery. I believe we all know the hierarchy of the kitchen. Yes? So butchery comes under Garde Manger. Do we know that? Butchery is an integral part for Garde Manger. So if somebody starts his life from butchery, then he goes to salads, then he goes to other part, is the basic chef ladder. So I started from there, luckily, I will say. And then I worked for 5 years with Taj. I left from Lee Meridian. I worked for 2 years for Lee Meridian. I came back to Taj again. They called me back. I was in the restaurant, classic restaurant, French classic restaurant, Orient Express. Then I was in the opening team selected by Taj. I opened my kind of place. That was basically you can call a disco and a bar with all French food only there. Then I opened the Ambassador Hotel for Taj Group of Hotels. I was in the opening team to take over the Ambassador Hotel like that. And then I used to do a lot of ODCs for Taj, going to different embassies. Never applied, never thought about cruise industry. But I was all of a sudden selected by Apollo Ship Chandeliers, which used to be a catering company, F&B catering company, for Celebrity Cruise Line. I worked for Celebrity Cruise Line for 5.5 years. And then I was called by Premier Cruise Line, never applied for it. They selected me. I don't know how. I went there as an executive chef in the Celebrity Cruise Line from first cook I joined, which used to be a CDP there. And I have to really work hard to be the first Indian executive sous chef there in the ship. Now, to be a first Indian executive sous chef, where the our Indian brothers and sisters were working for years and years, the barrier was only till CDP. And one of the French chefs had to put his job at stake for my promotion. I don't know what he saw. But again, remember one thing in life, no matter what you do, there is always two pairs of eyes watching you. Even if you are working all alone in the room. I say to all my cooks, if you have a talent, you can never hide it. People will come and see. Even a utility can see. The person who washes the floor or a waiter passing through can see. And then they go back and talk, and that talk goes in the air. Nobody can hide talent. If you have a talent, if you are a hard worker, it will pay you, that is for sure. And that's all paid me. On top of it, you need to be a nice human being. You need to respect others. I say in all my shifts when the people come new, join me, make friends. You don't know each other. They don't belong to your country, your city, your state. Make as much friends as possible. Once your work is finished, help others. So one day you help others, Another day, he will help you. Correct or wrong? So that's very important. Make friends as much as possible. Make the atmosphere become lighter. After the job is over, you don't have to take any revenge with anybody. Everybody works for his own. But if you start working for others, you will see how happy you are. You will see once you start giving your finger to somebody, somebody will give his full hand to you. So, for the hotel industry people, for the kitchen people, helping each other is very important. The more you help, the more you learn. Now I know this, and I think so Chef Dave will agree to this. A perfect example is sitting here, Mr. Naveen. Yesterday I came to know about him, and he was like us, a normal seaman. Correct, Mr. Naveen? So you can see if a normal seaman, after working so hard in the ship, can be such a good entrepreneur in his life, what is stopping any one of you? You come here, you learn in the institute, you join a hotel or a ship, you see so much equipment, correct? You can be, you can open your own pastry shop, you can open your own bakery, you can open your own restaurant, you can be a good salesperson, you can be a good trader for the equipments, you know all the equipments what you need, yeah? You know what is going on in the market. So there are so many ways to make your career further. If you work for 1 or 2 or 3 years and you don't like it, or you feel it's too hard, then you can again change in a different direction. You have the best, perfect, what I see here, in one of your chefs is Vikas, yeah? And one is you also. You also work for P&O?
No, Carnival, sir.
Carnival. So people who work for big ships, big companies like Carnival, P&O, or Royal Caribbean, or Celebrity Cruise Line, they know what is hard work, correct? So when you come here, how do you feel? You feel you are in heaven, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You feel you are in heaven because it's not that much work here. Yeah? Somewhere down the line you have to compensate what you want, what is your priority. Your priority is to be with your family, X, Y, Z. But one thing is for sure. You need to be a hard work wherever you are. I saw you yesterday doing that show, and I was sitting there and watching you. You might have not observed, but I was watching every movement of your body, and I can see that dedication and sincerity.
Thank you, sir.
Being at this age, I became executive chef in 1999 with Premier Cruises, and then I never looked back. All your salary, what you earn, is tax free. You don't need to pay a single rupee for the tax. Why we don't need to pay? Why a seaman doesn't need to pay? Because he don't work on any land. The sea doesn't belong to anybody. So normally the taxes are based on the land. Wherever you work, the land gives you a lot of privileges and lot of stuff. So you don't work in any country. So you are a seaman, you get a different visa. So your salary is tax free. Second, you get everything free on board. You eat free. Your laundry is free. Your stay, boarding is free. The third, You meet at least 70 different nationalities on board working with you. You make friends from different countries. The fourth one, you get everything free to visit different places of the world, different countries, different cities. Wherever there is sea, you will go there. No other job gives you this. You get 2 months vacation, 24 hours, 2 months at home. You work in India, nobody will give you 2 months vacation. Will somebody give you? No. You get earned leave and CL and PL, correct? And that also when you want, sometimes you don't get it. So there are a lot of pros. You live in a ship if you are in the cruise industry. After your duty hours, you have everything there to enjoy. There's a crew bar. You drink or you don't drink, that doesn't matter. You go there, fresh air is there. You make friends there. Once you make friends, that friendship, it can go to any length. With this institute, what I hear and heard from Mr. Naveen yesterday, how many people have we already got success to place in the cruise ship?
Almost 4,000 plus candidates working in cruise line.
Beautiful, huh? 4,000. Do we understand the meaning of 4,000? There's a lot of young people which the institute has successfully placed them in the cruise industry. Meaning what? If you work in a hotel in India, the startup you get is 20,000, 30,000 Indian rupees. And if you start your career in a cruise ship, now don't take me like I am advertising cruise ships here, okay? But I'm just guiding. If you start your career in a cruise ship, these days the minimum salary for a trainee cook is $900 or $1,000. When we say $1,000, $1 is equal to these days 82, 83 rupees.
84.
So if we 84, wow. So 1,000 is 84. When I joined the ship, $1 was 27 rupees. That was in 1994. Now is 84. $1,000 makes you 84,000 Indian rupees. In India, you will be lucky if you get a startup 25 or 30,000, depending upon how you give your interview and how you give your trade test to the hotel. But that 5 times more salary plus 100% saving. You don't spend anything on the transportation. You work for 10 months. And $1,000 per month, 10 months, how much it becomes? A lot of money. Around about, let's say, even if you spend $2,000 in 10 months, which you went for shopping or perfumes or here and there, you still save $8,000 in 10 months. $8,000 is a lot of money, which you cannot save in India at least. Even if you work for 5 years, you cannot. It will be very difficult. Now, next becomes the challenge of a job. Let me assure you guys, I was discussing this with Mr. Naveen yesterday and Chef Dev. The demand is huge. Huge means very huge. We do not have that much skill available in the market. Next 3 years, we need at least 15 million people only on the cruise industry from all over the world. Now, since you are doing the culinary art, just to let you know, in every cruise company, you have 70% of hotel wing and 30% among the marine side. Now when we say 70% of the hotel, in 70% of the hotel wing, you have at least 20% in the culinary side. Now the newest ship in the world, the biggest one, Icon of the Sea, the world's biggest ship, Icon of the Sea has 400 kitchen people, 3,000 crew, 400 kitchen people. Now remember this, when we talk about kitchen people, 70% of the kitchen people are from South Asian countries. Only 30% is from whether Caribbean or Europe. America, I don't think so anybody is there because of the salary thing. But 70% is from Southeast Asia. Among the Southeast Asia, the crew is divided among Filipinos, Indians and Indonesians. Most of the people in the cruise ship are from India. The second goes to Philippines, and then the third goes to Indonesia. So if I say 400 people, I know very well for the Icon, I was in the involving team for the selecting the people. 170 people from India were there in the Icon of the Sea, among 400. That's almost more than 40% India. Because they have too much trust on Indian people. When I joined Royal Caribbean after Carnival, working for Carnival for 13 years, I left the job that it's too much for me. I joined here a company, Radisson Group of Hotels in Hyderabad. But after 3 months, the water pulled me back. I applied for Royal. Within one application, I was selected. I had 4 interviews and I was there within 20 days. Why I was there? I was the first Indian in Royal Caribbean to be recruited as straightaway execution. Trust. And this word trust, nobody can put in your heart. It's only you who can gain this. Correct? By being honesty, by being dedicated, by being sincere. Being a chef, Chef Dev will understand this, he knows very well. आपसे खाना जलेगा भी, ओवरकुक भी होगा, रॉ भी होगा और खराब भी होगा. बट अगर आपने वो खाना गेस्ट को सर्व कर दिया, knowing that everything, we cannot be ashamed. That's crime. ये जो वर्ड है ना चलता है, वो नहीं चलेगा. The day you say सब चल जाएगा, किसी को पता नहीं चलेगा. Sorry. आपने पिज्जा जल गया, अरे फेंक दो मालिक, दूसरा पिज्जा बनाओ ना. It's better the guest wait 10 more minutes. That is easily answerable. But if you serve that burnt pizza, you can spoil somebody's evening. Correct? You cannot serve burnt food, bland food, overspiced food. You need to taste the food. You know, tasting habit has to be there. Anything you serve to anybody. So the Shabari had to wait thousands of years for Ram to visit. But what happens? When she gives bear to Ram, every bear she tasted. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
She knows she's giving it to God. But still she tastes. Why she tastes? Because she don't want any bitter bear go to her Bhagwan's mouth. When I was in Lee Meridian, I was asked to become assistant manager straight away from Komi 2. I said no. I spent 6 years already. Now this is nothing to blame with the restaurant people, but this is the line I had chosen. I wanted to be a chef. So I think so that's all from my side. But in the end I will again say, the last thing, always have full faith and trust on the institute where you are learning. Look at that. I think so you are the most lucky one. I have never seen any institute, at least I have not seen. I go to so many universities where people who are your instructors are mostly from the hotel industry and the cruise industry. They know all what is painful, how much pain it can give, and what is good for you. Because what was good for them, they are giving to you. What pain they have gone through, they will make you alert of that. Beforehand, you know everything here. So you are in very, I will say, very safe hands when you are studying in this institute. I have really not visited any. I have visited all big universities. You name the university I have visited. But this university, the moment yesterday I entered, and then when I had a walkthrough, awesome. Thanks, Mr. Naveen. And thanks, Chef Dev, for calling me. And thank you very much. The way you are sitting here, I'm very proud of you. So I will always say, even on my shifts in my meeting, the forum is open. So if you have any queries, doubts, questions, you want to know something, although Mr. Naveen and Mr. Dev and other people are here, Mr. Amit is here, but you can still ask me if you have something to ask, please.
Thank you so much, Chef. They are excited since yesterday to ask their queries. They have been patiently sitting. The first question, gentlemen.
So good morning, Chef. Sir,
Good
my
morning.
question is, what should I do to become like you now? That's why my career has been starting now after 2-3 months. So,
Dedication, sincerity, honesty, and hard work. Nothing else. There is no butter which can come in this place. I never buttered anybody. I am very straightforward, but honest. And the last one is respect. You don't need anything else. Hard work, dedication, sincerity, honesty, and respect. These 5 tools you need to have. How old are you?
so 23 complete.
Very good. My son is 31. Correct? And I know there is a big gap of generation. These days, we have been brought up with so much love that it becomes difficult. And the question you asked is very valid. We did put a challenge with us. When we entered the Taj Mahal Hotel, I was in butchery, and the same week there were 3 people who got promotion. This is an answer to your question. And they became sous chef in Taj Mahal. And we were 3, Sanjay Dal, me, and there was one more. All 3 of us were in butchery. We put a challenge in front of us. They became sous chef in 11 years. We said we should be sous chef at least in 10 years. To tell you the truth, I was executive chef in 13 years.
Brilliant.
So if you don't put a challenge and a target for yourself, it becomes difficult. So that's an answer to your question.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chef. Anyone?
Good morning, sir.
Good
Sir,
morning.
my question is, what inspired you to be a chef?
What inspired me? You can sit down.
Thank you.
I lost my mother at the age of 13. Okay. We were 4 brothers and sisters. And I started cooking at the age of 9. I used to bring the vegetables with my mother starting from the age of 7.5, 8 years. So, slowly, that cooking, it became a duty first to bring them fresh, nice vegetables selected and then cooking them before going to school for everybody. And after coming from school, cooking it. Then it became a passion because everybody was liking it. I don't know how come. My father wanted me to be an architect. And I was not that cool. I gave IIT entrance exam, Roorkee exam, all those things. Then those days in 1984, 85, there was one big writer. Somebody might have heard the name Kushwant Singh.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, Chef.
He gave a big article in the middle of the newspaper. This is nobody reads the newspaper, correct? Times of India, about the chefs having a very good salary package in Switzerland, Germany, Indian chefs. So that time one of my neighbor came and he told my father, पापा जी ने आर्किटेक्ट वगैरह नहीं बनना है, कुक बना दो, मोटी सैलरी कमाएगा. ठीक है. इंडिया में तभी सैलरीज होती थी 2,500, 3,000, किसी के बहुत अच्छा डायरेक्टर लेवल का होता 4,500. So father was convinced. उसने न्यूज़पेपर में देखा कि 35,000 रुपए ले रहा है, 40,000. Now that time 35,000 in 1984 is a big money, we are talking about. So I was convinced, and then my father said, okay, go ahead. And I did the course. I was selected in the campus interview. I was the first one who was told right there that you were selected. The rest all came the list later. I don't know, there was also some luck, sometime. Destiny is there. And then we did a training, 1-year training in the Taj, in the French cuisine. And in that also I stood first. Again, एक जुनून था. जुनून मालूम है? एक सिर में होता है ना? वो था कि मेरे को प्रूव करना है अपने आप को कि मेरे को शेफ ही बनना है. So वो that became the thing.
What are the common mistakes that we can do in the beginning of our journey as a chef?
Beginning of the career as a chef, common mistakes. I will not call them a mistake. There is nothing known as mistake. Every mistake gives you another chance to prove yourself, to correct yourself to the bigger position. Every failure is a way to get success in life. So there is no mistake. Concentrate on what you are doing. Now, as I said, make friends, correct? And somehow you are not happy with your partner on the table. Common mistake. You are cutting cabbage, onion, and your mind is thinking, साले इसको कैसे नीचे दिखाऊंगा? शाम को इसके सामान में गड़बड़ करूं. So what? Your mind is not in cutting the cabbage. Your mind is there. Or your mind is at home. Something went good or bad. So you will cut your hand. You will burn your hand. You need to concentrate at one time what you are doing. Normally when we say and see somebody cuts his hand or burn, it's not that he doesn't know. He knows everything. It's not that the knife is bad. If the knife is sharp, you will never cut your hand. Believe me. Trust me, no matter what happens. If the knife is blunt, you will cut your hand. Or if your mind, your concentration is not there, you can close your eyes and you can chop everything. Nothing will happen. Believe me. Trust me. But if your mind is somewhere else, you will always cut and burn your hand. So I will say, concentrate on what you are doing. Listen and watch what your seniors are doing. Observe more and you will win the battle. Normally what I have done, I learn from people. I learn from even utilities. For me, no job is small job. Every job, everybody has to learn. If you are doing something, you need to know everything about that. And that makes you a complete chef when you know everything. If you are a baker, you need to know proper things, how to bake, proper chemicals, and you cannot do anything in bakery and pastry without measurement. No matter you have 20 years of experience, you still need to make sure when you are adding the yeast, when you are adding the other chemicals, byproducts to make a dough, you need to use the weighing scale. And you need to be honest in that. Because otherwise you are making something and something else will come out.
Good morning, Chef.
Good
My
morning.
question is, as I know, there are many challenges in this journey. So, how you face all that challenges and the mantra behind to face it all?
Yes, there are a lot of challenges. Especially if I say I have devoted 30 years and see there is lot challenges. Person need to be strong enough. Person need to be strong enough to take decision. And if I am at ship and when I am on job, I don't really think about at home. If I am at home, I am at home. Once or twice I check my emails for the company, otherwise I am not part. So enjoy whatever you are doing. For a chef, I will say even if you are part of any competition, enjoy what you are doing. Lose the mind and enjoy it. Once you start enjoying, you will love it. All the challenges will come apart. But yes, when I got my first promotion in Celebrity Cruise Line, I have a lot of opponents because, as I said, I was the first sous chef and executive sous chef in Apollo. A lot of my own Indian counterparts were my opponents, without even I knowing them. That was a jealousy part, but that doesn't matter. You keep your cool down, you keep your head down, and you keep working the way you are supposed to work. Your chefs will give you credit of what you are doing. Okay? So be honest what you are doing. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Chef. But like all good things, exactly, sir. Like all good things, everything must come to an end. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, Chef. And we sincerely hope that we would love to host you again. And we are looking forward to seeing you again. And I hope this is one of the many such visits from you. Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you very much, and I would like to wish everybody here a grand success and a very bright future ahead. As I said, you are in very safe hands. Trust the management, You will never get this kind of management in any institute, I am telling you. I have never said in any universities. And I am very proud to be here. Thanks a lot, sir.